Hello, hello, hello. We are live today. How you guys doing? Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, whenever you're going to listen to this. We got one heck of a topic today. But before we get in that topic, I got to do what I got to do. All right? Hello and welcome to Head and Shoulders, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. Welcome. Or should I say Head and Shoulders ATR? I don't want to be confused with, the one that washes your head, the shampoo brand. So it's Head and Shoulders ATR. So if you ever got to search it, you got to search Head and Shoulders ATR. But yeah, like I said, look, we got some stuff that we got to do today. And it's going to be, you know what we do here. We do 4-dimensional thinking. 1D is to emotionally react. 2 dimensions is to skew people's words out of context. 3 is to put that context here. And we're going to put the context here with Sha'Carri Richardson Rossi. All right? The boss. Sha'Carri Richardson Ross. She's going to come here and she's going to do the 3D. We're going to take it a step further and do 4D because there's been a lot of people saying some things, saying that now they're saying, hey, look, maybe she was set up this way. Now, some of the things would be her own responsibility. But like I said, we got to be fair. We don't just roast people to roast them. We don't just put people under the bus because some people are like, they're new to this channel. They didn't see the other videos that praised Richardson back in the past. They just heard saying Forrest Gump. How dare you call her Forrest Gump? How dare you say she should hang up her spikes? How dare you say she should hang up her spikes? I said hang up her spikes for the season. You know, if you do so bad, like you just go out there. Now, that's only because of her mouth, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Sha'Carri, look, Wendigo. I know it's Sha'Carri Richards. I'm just being a little bit facetious here, all right? It's a little bit entertainment. I know it's Sha'Carri Richards. That's why I said Richardson, because I'm just throwing the thing out there. Come on now. Come on. I'm just saying the whole thing like that. But yeah, like I said, so if you hear me say something wrong, a lot of times I'm just out here, I'm being an entertainer. All right. So yeah. But anyway, getting back on topic here, we're going to put some things in the context. Miss Richards Ross is about to show us the things on the 3D. Right. So like I said, but anyway, let's play this first so that we can set up what we're going to do. Actually, let me show you this one. Where are we at? Let me take this off real quick. Let's take this off of the screen. All right. Remember this? Remember this headline right here? This was August 14th. Oh, my goodness. I can't get the whole thing, but it's August 14th, 2021. So it says the title is Richardson to battle Tokyo medalist in Prefontaine Classic Women's 100. The reason why I'm starting right here is because a lot of people have been saying some words saying, hey, look, it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. Okay, cool. That's where we're going to start right here. Right? That's where we're going to start. And here's the next step we're going to do. Obviously, you see who's in this picture. Right? Fraser Price, Oliver, Talou, and everything like that. All right? So, and those are actually 3 of the people that were in the race. Now, it says meet organizers. Remember this. Made true on their intent to find as many medalists as possible. They basically got the entire field except for one person, securing all 3 Olympic medalists. Not only did they get the medalists, they basically got the 100 final field. Not only that, they got the 100 final field. Okay? So it says meet organizers. Here, I'm reading this now. Meet organizers made true to their intent to find as many medalists as possible, securing all 3 Olympic medalists in the women's 100 to face the U.S. champion who missed Tokyo. All right. You see that? You see that right there? Now, a lot of people, like I said, we do 3D thinking. We're not going to react emotionally. Now, some of us are. It's all funny games, in track. As long as you don't come. This is one thing I want to say before I get into the rest of it. Don't come at these people at their families. Like a lot of these people, they're doing their antics for money. They're doing their antics to pump up things as a competition. Like here, I'm being entertaining. If you're talking to me in person, I'm not going to be super over the top. I'm a funny guy. People tell me I'm funny. But just know that when people out here like Richardson is doing some stuff like that, more than likely she's doing the things to pump up. Disgusting. People came at Gatlin. They were so mad at him for being being caught with using performance enhancing drugs that they came at his family. That's sick. You don't come at his wife or his kids or anything like that. So I got to say that right now. I'm saying that right now. So when we're coming here on the internet and we're talking all our stuff, just remember that. I don't endorse any of that. I don't think that's cool because you know them. They don't know you. They don't know you at all. You a whole bunch of people to them and they're one person and you get to see them put their literal behinds on the line because that's what they're doing. They shaking their tail feather out there. They jiggling their booty. All of them, they jiggling their booty to go out there for the dollar. All right, they doing that for the dollars. So anyway, let's go. Now with that headline right here, with this headline right here, right? Richardson to battle them, and I might have to repeat that disclaimer as more people come because they aren't gonna come back and listen to the beginning. So I gotta repeat that one more or maybe two more times. But with that disclaimer and the meet organizers trying to get as many people as possible, do you know the amount of pressure that mounts on a person? As much as she will come off and she's gonna come off all tough and everything, just imagine the pressure. Because also at the same time, your sponsors are telling you, yo, you got to show up big. You got to do this stuff. So now here's the thing. Here's the three-dimensional thinking that Sanya, or as I like to call her Sanya, but Sanya Richards Ross is going to come up and give us that. So I'm not going to call her Richardson because that was like a joke, but I already saw some people already didn't get that one. So I'm going to just call her name. All right. Mrs. Ross. Here's the three-dimensional thinking here. She's going to put it together. Oh, my goodness. The audio's not playing. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't blast your ears off.
Man, is that she knows. She knows whether her training was going well. She knows. And she still went online and did the Nicki Minaj video. I'm like, whoa. You know, so it's like, you know, I feel like she can't get away from it. Like you made us all feel that she came there ready to run fast and this was going to be a race with you and the three Jamaicans and you didn't deliver. And so everything that comes with that is to be expected because you put it out there. You told us to watch out and there was nothing to watch for.
All right. Now, that's part one. I got 3 clips of Mrs. Ross here. All right. Or Richards Ross. Right. So the thing is, okay, you got the headline right here. Now, you already know this was being built up, right? You already know. And you know you got a contract with your, unless you're injured, you got to show up or banned. You got to show up for a certain amount of meets during the year, all right? You have to show up within your contract because remember, when C19 happened, you got athletes going over there running the 300 and their time in the 300 is slower than their PR in the 400. They literally came out there and jogged. They literally came out there and jogged because they had to satisfy their sponsor contracts. They didn't care. It was all these lockdowns happen. They said, yo, you sign this contract. You coming up here. You ain't injured. You ain't banned for no performance enhancing drugs. You coming out here form. So remember that Trikey, the official partner of this Prefontaine Classic right here, is the one that's and the reason the reason why I call them Trikey, because they had a different name before, is because they put so much advertisements behind Richardson, and then when it failed, it's like you being on your tricycle or something like that. You got your training wheels on, so they got kind of got blown back, and they had to put their training wheels back on. That's the reason why I call them Trikey. All right. Plus, they ain't sponsoring the channel, so I try not to say most brands on here. Sometimes I do, but they're not sponsoring the channel. So because they're a big shoe, I already got their logo on the screen. That's good enough for them. So with that being said, look, they got all of this here. Richardson would know, just like Sanya Richards Ross would have. Now I'm almost about to confuse it because I wanted to say the joke thing now, but now I'm thinking too hard. Dang, man, you got me thinking too hard on my joke. But yeah, look, Mrs. Ross, I'm gonna say it that way because that would be easier for me not to flip up on it. Look, Sanya was right. You know, as an athlete, if you are gonna be in, post 11 shape, or you're going to be under 11 shape at the very least. You may not know the exact time that you're going to run. That's why we run out there, right? So let me put her face up here. You may not know the exact time you're going to run, but you know if you really are going to be able to break 11, okay? You know if you're going to run a mid 11. You know if you're going to be like a 10-9-ish or 10-8, right? Because even when Elaine Thompson-Herah messed up in 2017 and she said, I'm healthy, I don't got injury or anything like that. Hey, look, Lauren Agri Ben whatever on Telegram. Yeah, you using all caps. I'm gonna have to time you out. Don't do all caps in the group. So I'm putting you in timeout. Oh, you talking about 12 Bitcoin? Wait a minute. We got the spammers already in here. Hold up. Here's a spam bot. We got do we got our moderators in here? Yeah, hopefully our moderators come up in here. So yeah, whatever your scam, just get out of here. Get out of here. You ain't even on topic. So yeah, with that being said, what was I on? Oh yeah, so Richardson would know where she is, but she came out there anyway. And you combine that with that she's got to satisfy her sponsors and everything. So she's got to satisfy her sponsors. Remember, she's not a slow person. Let's put this up, because a lot of people don't realize that I actually made a video saying that she had a chance to potentially win at the Olympics. Look, y'all just think that I'm out here flaming her to flame her for sure. I cover fast athletes and performances that are otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. That's my slogan or my catchphrase. Look, she's the number 3 ranked person in the world right now in the women's 100. And as she said, you can't take that away from me. All right. She's the 6th fastest overall woman. Right. And individual performances. Now, there's plenty of performances now faster than her. Like, there's plenty of performances faster than her. All those 10-7s that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price did, like 10-7, 10-7-1, Lane Thompson-Herah, or faster, now that adds up. But as far as individual women, she's the 6th fastest woman, right? So we got to put this in context. People just come up here and they see one video. I got videos on Sha'Carri Richardson, and those are actually less watched. I don't even got 1,000 views on one of the Sha'Carri Richardson videos, right? And that was, did the Olympics blow it? And I guess people thought that I didn't even think about the pun, the blow it thing. But did the Olympics blow it by not allowing Richardson to run? Now, it wasn't necessarily about her, but there weren't people that were watching it. They love the drama. There are people here that literally have only watched the 2 or 3 videos that I did roasting Sha'Carri Richardson. They didn't see the post that I called her the smartest in the game. They didn't see the video that I said she's the smartest in the game, and the other video saying that she has the potential to win at the Olympic Games, because she did have the potential. When she was running this early on in the season, I'm like, okay, fair enough. If she cannot break down later on in the season, then she has a chance. That was before Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price ran that 10.63. Then I'm like, okay, she has a chance at winning the Olympics, but it's getting kind of shakier and shakier now. Now, so let me just put it this way. Let's get back on topic. So now that I gave that background here, let's get back over here to where is she at? Was she set up? I'm gonna let you guys come to that conclusion, but she might have been set up for failure. Just like Rich. Okay, let's play the next clip from Sanya Richards-Ross. Let's play the next clip.
You know, on the one hand, I feel like if she wasn't prepared, she should have came out and said, listen, I've taken some time off. I'm coming to this meet because I have to be here and I'm going to show up. But to come out and make such a bold statement prior to the race, I thought she was ready to run really fast. And you already knew what the Jamaicans were ready to do. We saw that in Tokyo, 10-6 at the very least. And so I was surprised that she would come on and, you know, get everybody so excited and come and perform so poorly.
All right, you heard what she said out of her own mouth. This is 2 times she's been disappointed. Now, obviously, there's another host, and he was, you know, pumping up for Richardson. He was like, well, she inspired me by her profanity. He didn't say it like that, but she was like, hey, look, she knows that it was an NBC broadcast and that it's a family thing, and she knows she wasn't supposed to do that. So I think that, like he said, it inspired him in the fact that her confidence was like, yo, my confidence is still high even though I just lost and I got obliterated and my confidence is still high. So I can at least respect that opinion about it, especially the way he explained it. Now, if we on the internet and there's comments here, you know y'all be tearing people up in the comment section. Y'all be going straight 1D, 2D comments on people. Now, good thing we got a video format so we can do our 3-dimensional and 4-dimensional thinking. Here's the final comment right here from let's put this different picture up here. And now we're going to go into the meat of the topic. Here's the final comment that Richards Ross said right here.
Her emotions, but here's where I stand on Sha'Carri. To whom much is given, much is expected. If she continues to step out in the forefront and she wants to be that girl, then people are going to expect her to show up and be that girl. Usain Bolt was that guy, and he showed up and showed out. And so, I think Sha'Carri just needs to understand, like, if you're like, no one has a problem with you going out, being confident, saying what you're going to do, but people are going to expect you to deliver. And I think that is fair of the public to expect that you are going to step on the track and deliver every time if that's what you're telling us that you're going to do.
All right, y'all heard that? Okay, now there's probably a certain marketing engine. I saw some of the comments, and right now I'm just going to go through here. If you want your comment to stand out, obviously do a super chat or something like that. But I'm going to do the general summary of what I saw, of what some of you guys were saying, that, hey, look, they had ads. They should have had ads for all the athletes. So obviously, we can tell that Trikey had a certain intent. That means there was probably a discussion with Richardson. There's probably a discussion with Sha'Carri Richardson about, look, we gonna be focusing on you, so you do your thing. They ain't gonna tell her how to act. I don't know about that. That'll be speculation if you guys want to do that. But there's got to be there had to been some discussion, because if we saw mainly advertisements, or pretty much only advertisements for Richardson, and it might depend on what country you were in, whether your commercial was there. But at least for the Prefontaine Classic, it's a USA. It's based in the USA, so I can understand they focus on the USA athletes. But they had advertisements with her, right? But they didn't necessarily have advertisements with Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Elaine Thompson-Herah. They're also Trikey athletes as well. So, so I put this picture here of her pointing, right? This is like, this is pointing to the sponsors, right? This is pointing to the sponsors. You kind of put a lot of responsibility on top of Richardson when you said, okay, you had to have a discussion, right? At least some level of discussion, a contract with a manager or PR person, whoever that is, her team. Now, if you getting all these people out here, right? You introducing everybody, right? Now, Richardson, she's basically the headline person that you're running with. There's no alphabetical order that said first or last name that said that she should go first on this list, and you got her here. You even pumping up that she is the second fastest woman ever, right? You said she's the only Flojo has run faster among. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't see that. I got the, I got this on here. So look, we got this picture here. Now look, let's put it on the sponsors here for a second, and the PR people, the media. Let's put it on the media. I don't know what sponsors she got all together. She got more than just Trikey. I'm not saying it's only Trikey, okay? Before they start trying to come out here, disclaimer, before they start trying to come out here coming at my head. Clearly, I ain't going to be offered a sponsorship with them in the future. But anyway, so it says Sha'Carri Richardson, 21, ran in a wind-aided 1064 in the semifinals in the Olympic trials, noticeably easing up before the finish. Now, that was true. They're speaking facts here. Now this part is kind of crazy. Only Flojo has run faster among Americans. Now, the funny thing is, they're assuming that if she had a win legal, that she would have been able to run in the 10.6s. We don't know. Maybe that boost right there was able to push her up, right? And Richardson is close to her in the flare department as well, right? Okay, She first turned heads in 2019 with a 1075 as she bettered the World U20 Junior records in the 100 and 200 at the NCAA Championships for LSU. She improved to 1072 this year. Now, so that means she's not actually the second fastest American, but with the wind aided, like the way that this is worded, they're putting it there. Oh, I got a, let me go to the super chat very quick. So, Paulina, $10. I think that's a different country, but $10 super chat nonetheless. I've been watching your content nonstop since the Olympics. Thank you for your videos and introducing me to athletics. I love your personality too. Keep it going. Love from Australia. Oh, Paulina. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. So that means that's Australian dollars. Thank you. I appreciate it. And no problem. I got people that they have told me that they don't know anything about track and field. That me being funny, like it was like one day I clicked in my head, let me just like be funny as I am, or let my personality show, like when I go to these track meets and announce. And then when I did that, there were people that said, yo, I don't know anything about track and field, but you start educating me. Because even in these, I talk to the people like, hey, look, you don't know what wind aided means? Like, you don't know what a plus or minus there? I still say that in every video. So I do appreciate that super chat as well. And I'm glad that you are enjoying the content. And I hope to keep on being able to entertain and educate and everything in the future, whatever it is that you're getting from it as well. So with that being said, look, they putting her up here. They got Elaine Thompson-Herah, the Olympic champion, as second. Now, I guess it's the American, right? It's the American, it's the homegrown talent. But you got the Olympics champion as second? You mean the one that actually has only Flojo has literally only run faster than her, 1061 right here, and you got her second? So it makes her number 2 all time behind Flojo? Okay. But when it comes to Americans, I guess, only Flojo has run faster among Americans. Then you got Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, silver medalist, Sharika Jackson, bronze medalist. So you got all the people that were ahead of her. I can understand if it was Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price third still. Right? Makes sense. But homegrown talent, that still gets me. But do you guys think, and definitely guys, smash the like button. Do you guys think that her sponsors here in the media department, let me ask you guys here. I thought, while I'm asking you guys that, do you guys think that they put the pressure on her? But I thought that Carmelita Jeter would have run, I thought she ran faster with a wind-aided time. Didn't Carmelita Jeter run something faster? Let me look at the all-time top list. Because something is telling me, senior, female, 100, only electric, wind regular. Okay, let's look. Carmelita Jeter. Okay, look. She's matched Carmelita Jeter. And Carmelita Jeter ran it with a wind legal time. So really, it should have been like tied with Jeter. I don't know. I guess like they really had to pump down or push down Jeter to pump up Sha'Carri Richardson. Because they said only Flojo ran faster, but technically she's tied with her. Couldn't they have fit in that word salad that they used that she was tied with Jeter, making her dual the second fastest? But then that would have gotten people to complain, saying, well, wind aided versus not. So I can kind of understand, but still, Jeter got the same time. And that wasn't wind aided. Now this is wind legal. So for people that aren't familiar, anything over 2.0 is illegal time. Let me show you here. We can take the irregular times, only irregular times, and show you on the screen, right? And then we're going to get back to that. But do you guys think the pressure there? Look, Blessing Okabare, a 1063, right? Marion Jones, 1068, illegal win time. Interesting that on this list, Sha'Carri Richardson ain't even... See, this is the other part that was weird. Sha'Carri Richardson's times were wiped away. She's not the USA champion, but she's literally not the USA champion. You know who the USA champion is? Is it Oliver? Who finished in second at the USA Nationals? I think it was Oliver, right? So she's literally not the USA champion, but in this headline or somewhere in here, they put her as the USA champ. Oh, to face the USA champion who missed Tokyo. Who are they talking about? Oliver? Because she was at Tokyo. So they did a lot of manipulation here. That's a lot of pressure on her. So was she set up to fail? Like literally, was she set up to fail? Because just like Ross said, she said that athletes know exactly where they are. And guys, there are 125 people here. Can we get these likes up to about, 35 to 50? We got 12 likes on this video. Can we get this up to 35 to 50? But I just want to give a fair take on Sha'Carri Richardson. Because if she get blown out this weekend, we going to roast her again. I just let you know. We roasting her again. Because when you put that, just like Richards Ross. Oh my goodness, I can't even get around that. Their names too similar. When that's just like Richards Ross said, with Usain Bolt talked the big game, and he delivered. He delivered on his big game. And he did it in a different way. That's fine. You could do your own unique flair, your style. But look, not even that time is here. World Athletics don't got her 1064 here at all. Where is she at? Oh, it's because it got wiped away because she got a temporary ban. Right? That's what it was. It was a ban. You can word it a different way. It's just like when somebody say recession instead of the word depression. When you look up the definition of recession and depression, they had to redefine what a recession, an economic recession or depression was. What we call recessions now are actually depressions. They are literally depressions. But after they didn't want the audience and the public to panic too much, they started renaming them recession because it's a nicer word. So here's the same thing here. Literally, she's not. That 1064 don't even qualify. So with them pumping her up, they tried to pump her to all get out. And you know she's listening to them. She's reading this. She's reading this. The win 8 at 1064. She knows she ran that time, even though it doesn't count anymore. She was a champion, even though it doesn't count. Just like Marion Jones ran that 1075 at the Olympics, and it was stripped from her. But she ran a 1075. The next person didn't even break 11. She blew out the field. She knows in her head that she ran the 1075, but at the end of the day, Marion Jones don't count. Oh yeah, and then Blessing. Oh yeah, see, Fireheart said it. Blessing's 1063 had less win than Richardson's 1064, which was plus 2.8. I find that interesting. No one talks about it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I said, if she gets smoked again, and I mean really smoked, if she just loses, that's fine. As long as she don't got a big trash talking mouth. That's the reason why we, for the people that are here, that are the Sha'Carri Richardson fans and everything, that's fine. I'm fine with you. The comment section might get on you, but I'm fine with you. Like, I'm not a fan of any athlete. I got a favorite here and there of athletes that I know or I've met in person. Those will be the closest ones that I'm a fan for. I get the most giddy with them. You think I'll be getting giddy with Shelly Ann Fraser-Price or Lane Thompson-Herah or anybody else that's fast? Man, I'm going to say that they cheated. If they're in the same race with them, if you see Simone Mason in the same race as Shericka Jackson and Simone Mason get blown out, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to say Shericka Jackson cheated. She got a head start. She false started and everything. Obviously, it's going to be a joke. But I am going to say that. I'm going to say it. If I see Sydney McLaughlin in a race with somebody else that beat her, I'm going to be like, yo, why they trip her on that hurdle? Why they put 2 hurdles right there and she had to go over the hurdle like that? I am going to say that. Now, the exception is Dalilah Muhammad because they haven't been in the media. They didn't put respect on Dalilah Muhammad's name. Otherwise, that's the exception there. But if somebody else beat McLaughlin and I'm in that mode, I'm going to be like, yo, they cheated her. That's the only favoritism I'm going to have. Hopefully y'all get it and y'all laugh. But getting back on topic here. Let me put this on the screen real quick. I think Richardson, she's a great, fantastic, she's a fast athlete. That's what you got to give to her. She has the speed. She got the speed to be able to put the respect on her. The only thing she ain't got is the consistency right now to put the speed when it counts the most. Who cares if you can run a 1072? You could potentially run it in 2.6s, but you haven't done it legally, to be fair. Who cares if you could do 10.5s in practice? You know, I ran with people that would beat me in practice, and I went out to a meet in the 800, and I destroyed them. I blew them out. I blew them out in the 800. I blew them out in the 400. I blew them out in the mile. I blew them out in cross country. To the fact that this individual told me years later, hey, you know, when we used to train together and I had to tie my shoe, I was jealous of you because you were an underclassman, I was an upperclassman, and you were destroying me. Hey, look, you could do that. We call you a practice hero. So if she can't produce it on the track to what much is given, much is expected, she has a lot of speed. She got a lot of mouth, right? She runs her mouth just as that. And I'll get to the super chat in a second. But if she can't deliver, whose fault is it? Is it her sponsors? Now, her mouth, maybe that's her sponsors. Now, here, let's go back to the sponsors in a second, but let me get to the super chat. Wendigo. Man, Wendigo. Look, you got me all slipped up. I was joking about Sonya's name, but now I can't even get it out of my head. Dang. See, that's how trash talk should work. You trash talk somebody, you got it in their head, they can't even focus on their own race. I can't even focus on the joke anymore. But Wendigo, $5 super chat says, I don't think she was set up to fail, but Bikey and Ben BC knew she wasn't ready. They only cared about them dollar signs and worked with the media and worked that media machine. Yeah, you know what? I would say I kind of agree with that. They care about that. And I was gonna title this video how you get chewed up and spit out. How you get chewed up and spit out. But I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm still gonna have a separate one. But I can agree with that. Do you know? Okay, look, she's got a mouth. She's got a hot mouth, right? They see the dollar signs. Like I said, from a business perspective, she's gonna be good for business. Like, no doubt, she is great for business. That's why they wouldn't drop her until if and when that moment she becomes too hazardous to their business model, then they would drop her. Otherwise, she's good for business. So assume that if the main shoe company sponsor doesn't drop her, now she can change up all she wants. That's different from dropping her. But if they don't drop her, and I'm not talking about renewing the contract or something. I mean, drop her in the middle of her contract. They just say, yo, we cutting the ties, whatever the penalty is. If they don't drop her, assume they're making over hand over fist. This is how they can pump her head up. I don't know how they do it. Like I said, it's speculation. But they could pump her head up and say, yeah, you can go out there and do it. Now, what if let's think of this. What if she expressed to them behind the scenes? Because you know she got to come out there and run. And this is what Richards Ross said. She said in the audio I played with you guys earlier, she said, why didn't she just come out and say, yo, I'm just coming out here because I got to run. I'm just doing a tune-up or something like that. And I don't have it. But what that would have done is that would have destroyed all the marketing right here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. That would have destroyed all the marketing hype for this meet. The headline, Richardson to battle Tokyo medalist in Prefontaine Women's Classic or Classic Women's 100 next time on Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Like they pumping it up like a Dragon Ball Z episode. Man, that announcer had me freaking pumped for the next one. That American announcer, or the American guy at the commentator, whatever his name is, man, he had me pumped for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But it says meet organizers, they were trying to get as many people from the Olympics as possible. You know how much money they would have spent on this for her to come out? I know Richards Ross was speaking common sense stuff, but why would she do that? Why would she when they spent all those dollar signs out there? Remember when it was Donovan Bailey and Bailey and Michael Johnson or something? And then Michael Johnson pulled up, quote unquote, pulled up or something like that. You know how many times Michael Johnson pulled up in a quote unquote pulled up in a head-to-head race when he been dodging people? Now that one, I don't know, did he actually pull up or was he just gonna get blown out? Now let's just say he was nursing an injury. They're going to come out and they're gonna be like, excuse me, where's my refund? Do you think he got the money to pay that? So here's the similar situation with Richardson, as we call it Forrest Gump on here, but I'm giving her due right now. Maybe, just maybe, what if she knew before this meet that she wasn't going to be able to run a fast time. That's why I said it could be a publicity stunt. That's why I came with that, because especially when Ross pointed out that athletes know where they are, I know where I am. I'm doing test runs when I'm in practice. My buddy that runs the 100, he came out and ran a PR. He ain't run no meet. He ran one meet. He ran a PR, a big PR in his 100. He's over here train. He's doing tests. Now, he's not running the 100 necessarily. And in practice, he's running 150s. He's doing 150s. And so he's like, okay, if I do a 150 and I do a 300 in this time, this equals this time in my 100. So he knows where he is based on those. These other athletes, they probably got a machine and everything like that. And those machines don't even cost that much money. You pay like $100 a month for some of them, or $50 a month. And you can get a machine that gets you by FAT-like timing. And yeah, runners are normally humble, as one of the people have said here. Runners are normally humble. But if it's, can you believe that Sha'Carri Richardson would say some of the words that she said? What if she was egged on to say some of that stuff? Just what if? We would never know. And this is not an accusation on any of the sponsors, but what if she kind of got egged on? It could be some of the people closest to her, like, yo, just pump that up. You know that you got to bring in the stuff for your sponsors. You know you have to run a certain amount of meets this year. And so she has to fulfill it, right? So Richardson came out. She knew what was going to happen probably. She putting on the poker face. And then she came out there. That's why I said it could be a publicity stunt, but that's doing ill intent. So maybe it wasn't publicity stunt, but she wasn't ready. But she had to do what she had to do. She had to take one for the team. I'm taking one for the team when I come out here and I'm calling her Forrest Gump and I'm over here. Because people, they going to try to come after my head because I'm over here. But I'm going to have to give the different perspective all the time. What do y'all think? Oh, wait a minute. Anthony, what happened? You retracted your message. You said something else before. Seemed like you were agreeing with it, but then you retracted. I don't know. But anyway, let me see here. So those are the illegal times. Just remember, her time was wiped away. She is not, I repeat, she is not the USA champion, even though the USATF website still lists her as the winner. They have yet to take it down. They've been slow to drag their feet a lot. Just like with her smoking that ganja. They didn't take that down either. Now, this is just to be fair to her. Because, it's easy. The easiest thing to do is to trash her, right? That's the easiest thing to do. Is to trash her. And on this channel, I don't just be trashing people to trash them. I don't do that. I could be hitting Richardson video after Richardson video over and over, like some of these other YouTubers, like I said. And some people are like, oh, how you lining their pockets or caring about their pockets? I'm not necessarily caring about their pockets. Do you and edge on. But if I got a certain standard of integrity on this channel, and even if I call them some names, there are certain things I will never say about them. I will never come at their family members. This again, for the people that are just joining us now, if you guys find yourself talking about their family members, just cut it out. It was disgusting how people that disliked Justin Gatlin so much, they actually start threatening his family members. He had an interview. I remember that. That's disgusting. This dude is an athlete. You care that much about a millionaire? The dude is a millionaire. Number one. He got so much. He got millions of dollars. He went into a NFL combine when he was banned. So NFL obviously didn't care that he had got banned from track and field for performance-enhancing drugs. That should tell you something about the NFL, number one. And two. Like, he got banned, and the NFL is like, yo, you good over here? You good? You can come out here to our combine. You can come out here and try that out. So that tells you that the standards of testing is higher in track and field. But people were coming at the man's family. How you gonna come at the wife, the kids, or whatever like that, the cousins, whatever it could have been? You don't come at those people's family. So that's a level of integrity that I don't stand for. If I see somebody doing that, on this channel, I'm going to delete your comment, and I'm going to do the best I can to block it. As far as I know, YouTube still, when you block somebody, they can still comment on your video. It's just that other people can't see it. So sometimes I don't even block people. When they say something stupid like that, I delete the comment. I rarely delete comments, even if you calling me stupid or whatever. But when it comes to you going at their family or something like heinous like that, nah, I'm good. You're deleted. I don't have no respect for it. Because whether you like somebody or dislike them, the thing I say is you respect them. Now, unless they garner a version of disrespect, like Sha'Carri Richardson, she was trash talking so many people. She kind of disrespected her opponents. So that's why we have a level of disrespect with her. You notice I don't do nobody else like that. Even people wanted me to do Trayvon Bromell and another person like that. I did a couple of jokes with them. Now those would be more surface level, but I won't go to the level that I did with Richardson because they really don't do nothing to nobody. They do some goofy stuff that we could talk about and laugh at, but they don't do anything. So I just do that. Obviously, people ain't liking that part. They left. I lost a group of people when I said don't talk about their family. That tells me something about those people. That tells me something about those people. That's very, very interesting. And I hope English Gardner can come back because I would like to see her. Because I was going to do a post on her now that I see her. She's a very fast person. And when you look at her, she's ranked she's tied for 8th fastest. So, and she's still eligible to compete. She's still young enough. So, hey, that'll be nice. But let me get back on topic here. So, I think maybe I've covered everything that I need to cover. This may not be that, Ashanti said, it's easy to trash trashy people. Yeah, it is. It is. It's easy within us to just come at people that already have negatives on them. People did this with Donald Trump. People do this but look, I just don't listen to certain things. Now they about to make an assumption. This dude did Donald Trump. He's anti-black person or something like that. They did this with Donald Trump. If the guy says something and he's doing a policy that's good, that's not the time to trash somebody. At the end of the day, that is a president, whether you like them or not. That's the way I look at it. I don't trust no politician, like no politician, don't care for any of them. Now, I used to back people before when I was brainwashed. But at this point, I don't trust no politician. They all lie. You think they tell the truth? I got a freaking, I got a rock to sell you. You know, like those rocks they used to sell in the 80s? With the googly eyes, and people bought those pet rocks or something like that. Man, that's freaking ridiculous, man. People buy anything. That tells me enough. People go by emotions. They thought it was cool. They bought it. I'm just like, really? I would have went outside myself, put some googly eyes on a rock. Matter of fact, I could have probably bootlegged it and said, yo, this is a pet rock. I got one of those rare ones. Paint it red, put some googly eyes on it, and then sell it to everybody. Fireheart said, English Gardner was so intense, made me laugh a bit, but she was fast. She's had so many injury issues, though. English, I mean. Yeah. I hope that she comes out. I hope that she comes out. Man, her eyes is like you got those really intense. She got big eyes, and they're very intense. And she be like focused as all get out. Like, she be focused. Like, she knows. Now, she could be an intimidating factor with that. You could use certain parts of your body and everything. She should look at one of her opponents and look at them very intense, and they're going to flinch. She could psychologically psych them out. Like, she could use that to her advantage. Other people wanted to joke about it. I saw them in the comment section about that. No, I'm just like, no, they don't look jokey to me. I'm just like, yo, she got big eyes. What of it? Some people got big noses. Some people got big lips. I got a big nose, fat lips, fat ears. Okay? I got Dumbo ears, matter of fact. If y'all see me, y'all gonna be like, dang, this dude got Dumbo ears. Like, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. I'm going to hear when people whispering around me around the corner. I'm going to turn on my superpowers. Let me get back on topic, guys. They said, you know what, Spritter, I miss Tori Bowie. I got videos loaded up on English Gardner, Tori Bowie, Tonisha Terry. I got a couple of videos, especially the Americans. Because you know what? We don't got too much coverage here. I know it's a lot of people here. I know I'm not going to get as many views with those. But I just kind of got over it. I'm going to cover these athletes. And for the few people that's going to watch it, I'm probably going to get 200-300 views on those videos. It don't matter. I'm going to have to cover these athletes because I think they should be covered, in all honesty. But back to this. This is going to be our final round of this. And then I'm probably going to end this. Today's short. We can't stretch this out too long. I appreciate everybody that's donated via Cash App and PayPal as well. Cornelia, I think that is you. You've been supporting. I've been seeing you for the last 3 or 4 videos. Thank you, Cornelia. If you are in the comment section, definitely comment if you would like to. Thank you for that via PayPal. And Also, everybody else, I can't say this name. You got a X-rated or something like that name. So I don't even know how they let you, but it's because you use numbers on Cash App. So thank you for supporting that as well. But let me get back on this. One Don said, I'm going to troll when Sha'Carri loses on Friday. Hey, look, she's most likely going to lose. She's most likely going to lose. Let me try to keep that on here. She's most likely going to lose, but I'm not necessarily going to trash. Look, I am going to trash her because what she did in the marketing leading up to this, and she even memed herself. Come on, we got to give it to her. She memed herself on her Twitter page. She put the picture of Shelly Ann Fraser Price right there. She liked a post about, look, I like posts all the time. All right. Sometimes it depends on what mood I'm in. I'm going to tell y'all like this. Because some of y'all, I know people in the future, especially if I get real big, they're going to be like, how dare he like this picture talking about Shelly Ann Fraser Price? I'm a sports channel. So people got their opinions on both sides. I'm going to like their comment. Like, now, if it's particularly heinous, then I might not. Right. It depends on the mood. Right. But sometimes I've liked the comment and it was just like, it said something like, the Jamaicans are stupid because they think they're going to come here and whatever. That's a general comment. Like, that ain't nothing real harmful. But you know the emotions of the internet. They going to take it out of context. He liked the comment that said Jamaicans are stupid. Leave all the other context out. And then leave it that I'm a sports channel and I'm a appreciate the people that are commenting. But most of the time I don't. But some of the time, there was like 5 comments today that I liked. And I was like, you know what? I don't even necessarily agree with the comment, but I'm going to like the comment. I'm going to like the comment. Especially when they call me stupid. I'm just like, look, if you want me to heart your comment guaranteed, just call me dumb in the comment section, and I'm probably going to like it. And then I'll probably say something smart. But anyway, oh, by the way, she is competing this weekend. And this is what, let me get back on topic here. Let me do the final round. So, Black Power. So, Sha'Carri Richardson. And the reason why I'm not calling her Forrest Gump or Sha'Carri B on this one is because this is a different topic. When I'm going in on her a little bit, or when it's the general thing, I might call her Sha'Carri B. But Sha'Carri Richardson, she has to do certain amount of meets for her sponsors. I don't know how many those are. We don't know what her contract is. So maybe these meets are for that because she dropped out of Prefontaine's 200. Now, I would have loved to see her put her money where her mouth is, where she was like, I'm not done. You can't never take that away from me. And then dropped out the 200. I don't care. Run the 200 and get blown out again. Like, whatever. And it was slow that day. The fact, it was a slow time. They had a tailwind. And then it was still a slow time. Like, they had everything for them. So she would have been in good company. She might not have finished last because I think Felix was in last. But she might have finished in last. She ran really poorly. So I would have still liked to do it. But she might actually be able to skirt ever having to be beaten by Gabby Thomas. Remember, Thomas was one of those people that keep putting her name in her mouth. And she will never beat me. I can't stand when people be putting their name in their mouth and will never beat me. Remember that? Now, that's some of her fault. That ain't none of the sponsors at all. Now, for this meet, leading up to the meet and everything, yeah, maybe the pressure was on. The headlines, everything, the media, that whole engine, they were adding up to it. They were shaking her, and they were just putting everything there. And that could have been the case. But for sure, her unprompted saying that people shouldn't boycott the Olympics for quote-unquote black people when there are other black people in the race. And then she came at Thomas. And then Thomas said something recently nice about her. Man, I can't do that. Look, I'm not a competitor that will do that. No, I'm not about to do that. No. You're not about to say nothing about me. And then I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm all diddly here. I'm going to say something nice to you. I don't care. Matter of fact, I've not liked certain sponsors of the sport. And I've been at a track meet. And I still said something negative about the sponsor. Now, they could have fired me, obviously. Well, cool. I was like, yo, that's the benefit of me having my own money. I get fired from something and I just don't care. I'm like an old person already that's fed up with life. I'm already at that point. Like, just don't bother me, okay? So, but Oh yeah, you know what? Brianna Williams. Yeah, she does have that English Gardner star. Brianna Williams got some talent. Okay, Brianna Williams got some talent, but that's a different topic. Let's stay on topic. So finally, let me ask everybody one last time. Do you guys think that was she set up to fail potentially by those loved ones closest to her? Because you know when you surround yourself with a certain group of people, Richardson kind of comes off to me as she would cut somebody off that disagrees with her. And I mean, I might cut somebody off that vastly disagrees with me. Like that's just always nitpicking me and just down talking me. Yeah, I think all of us should do something like that. But I ain't gonna cut people off that I disagree with. Like my buddy that I tried to get to do this as a co-host on this YouTube channel. And then he just was dragging his feet and he didn't come along. I just did it. Like, I disagree with him a lot. We be talking about stuff on track and field related things. And I disagree with him and I'm not going to cut him off. That would be dumb. But Richardson comes off like she might cut people off that just don't agree with her. Now, that's how she comes off to me. I don't know anything about her personal life or anything like that. Now, maybe her support crew. Now, Gatlin did say he wished that she would learn some wisdom from him, right? Gatlin did say that he wished that she would learn the wisdom. So that means he's had to have said something like, yo, I don't think I would do stuff like that. He might have said it more directly than that. Maybe the media, maybe the sponsors. Those are 4 levels of things. You got the personal people around you. You got your team, like the managers, the teammates that you train with and everything like that. And then the managers and coaches that you train with, that's number 2. Then you got the media, that's another one. And then you got the sponsors or the people that could be potentially sponsors. Because you might do things thinking you could get a sponsor from a car company, like, you know, Michael Norman has Toyota. Oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to say something else. They ain't paying my channel. Dang, I gave him a free sponsorship. Shout out. Dang it. I wish I could retract my message. But yeah, he came with a car company, a certain Japanese car company, and that he got sponsored by them. So maybe she's looking at that saying, yo, I could get some of these. I could get a luxury brand. I could get in music videos. I already got, you know, the headphone company. I'm already in a music video by a certain artist. Man, look, I hate shouting out people that ain't paying me like that. Who is the coach there? Who is the coach? Let's see. Oh, by the way, I wanted to point something out for you guys that are, hey, how many of you guys are here that are competing? This is overtime now. I think we came to a conclusion. I asked you guys that. I think that I'm mixed here. I'm undecided, but I think that there is a high likelihood that due to the sponsorship agreements that she's had, now this is all speculation. I can't put it together, but I think due to the contracts that she had to come out there. Now some of the stuff may have been unprompted. Maybe she had a commercial shoot. Maybe she misled the sponsors and wasn't telling them what type of shape she was in. She was like, yeah, just roll me those dollars. Roll me those dollars, and I got that, right? Roll me those dollars, and I'll take care of the rest. Like I'm good. Maybe that's what it was, but I don't think so. Now, for the athletes that are training here, did you all know? Remember when we looked at these competitions here, and we got the Diamond League, and then we got World Athletics Continental Tour. They got a whole bunch of events. Now, for those people that are in the U.S. or close to the U.S., now remember, we looked at the prize money that you can get from. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. We looked at the prize money. This is overtime, and I'm going to get back on topic in a second. We looked at the prize money that you can get, and if this is similar to the USA, where 6 is 100 euros, whatever that is, $120, but let's just say they convert to US dollars. So 800, 400, 300, blah, blah, all the way down to 6, and you get $100. And then a diamond is worth $2,000 instead of euros. Well, this is for a silver meeting, okay? Now, World Athletics Continental Tour has a couple of silver meetings. They got bronze meetings and everything like that. For you guys that are competing, I looked at some of these times. And some of y'all can maybe come here and actually win some money. That's just, I want to throw it out to y'all. I will be covering these too. I think I'll start covering them. Oh, also, we got a competition here. Looks like my computer's freezing. We got a competition here. Remember this meet right here. Hopefully y'all can see it really well. Let me zoom in here. This is the USATF. It's the USATF. It was in Prairie View, Texas. Not too far from me, actually. It was the USATF Sprint Summit. Did y'all know that they had Jamaican, or they had Panamanian athletes and American athletes on the same 4x4 relay? That was because Dalilah Muhammad trains with other athletes. I think they're called hurdle mechanic. Oh my goodness. I'm selling they freaking stuff for them. Man, I need to be sponsored by these people if I'm going to tell all their stuff. But yeah, so the hurdle crew, they winded up coming to this meet and they ran together. It was an international team. Same thing with Richardson. She has a team in a 4x1. I believe that she ran with that was international, or it was Team USA, and it was the other team that ran there. But you had Gianna from Jamaica. She winded up running, the 400 hurdler. She winded up running in. No, that's not right. Let me look at the results here. Let me bring them up. I just want to show you guys this really quick, and I'm gonna have a separate video. Like this is why I say teams can happen, because they already do it. They literally already do it. Here, look at these relays. Look at the relays. International. You got Mike Rogers, Francis on the same team, Hunter Woodhall, and Rashard Clark. Then you got Kyrie King, Justin Gatlin, Kenny Bednarick, and Aaron Brown. You know Aaron Brown is a Canadian, but you got them both. You got them all on a 4x2. So this is going to be good. So now I've finished the topic, but y'all should check this out because the times weren't that fast. This was in April, obviously. But look, you got Richardson, Oliver, Desiree Bryant, and Courtney Johnson on the same team in a 4x2. And then you got the international team: Chloe Abbott, Dalilah Muhammad, Gianna Woodruff, Kara Haley. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get back to this. My conclusion here is that I think there is a high likelihood that Sha'Carri Richardson was actually set up to fail, but at the same time, she did it to herself. Just like we played earlier, Sanya Richards-Ross. She did it to herself. I love track 2. Kay Kelly, I love track 2. Fireheart said, I agree, Richardson is in her own way. Let's play this last thing, I think. Where is it at? Remember Shelly Ann Fraser-Price after that? This is what she said.
Jamaica 1, 2, 3. Should we have expected anything differently?
No, you shouldn't have.
Man, she was ready. She was ready to get that. She was ready to get up in there. She said, yo, I'm ready for it. Because some people was looking up like that. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price was looking like this probably leading up to it. So, yeah. So, I'm about to cover another video, guys. Thank you for watching this. We've been in here 58 minutes. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. When you do that, tap that like button on the way out. And definitely, if you guys like to support the channel, don't forget to check out the Patreon. Don't forget to check out the Cash App and PayPal. I thank everybody, including the Super Chatters. I've read your comments. That is crazy. I thank you all for the support. I got my letter from Google. I guess I'm a Google partner officially. So thank you guys here. You guys have definitely supported me, and I thank you for it. I was doing this as a hobby, but now this could be something here, and that's why I can do some giveaways because, hey, look. Remember, we got that giveaway on Friday. Don't forget the giveaway that is on Friday. This is going to be a call-in Zoom broadcast. Potentially, we might have a call-in number. I think internationally, we can get more people in if we just do Zoom. You don't have to show your face. But we're going to have an Athletics and Chill episode number 2. We do them on Fridays. I might do it at 5 p.m. Central USA time, or it might be again at either 6. I think I did it 6 p.m. the last time. Or 7. I know I run into other people that are doing their streams and it's a Friday evening, so I might actually move it up to 3 p.m. But I'm going to play around with the times, but we're going to have Athletics and Chill episode 2. We going to talk about our favorite athletes, all right? I want y'all to come back in there, talk about your favorite athletes. If you love Sha'Carri Richardson, I want you to call in and talk about it. If you love Sturgis, I want you to call in and talk about it. Now we gonna have our pumped up trash talk a little bit. Keep it above the belt, right? Don't talk about nobody's families or anything like that. Don't do no low blow stuff. But we gonna come in here. We gonna chill. Y'all might be at home. You know, I don't advise this because I don't be smoking myself. I don't drink. But I know in y'all own privacy, y'all might say, yo, this athletics and chill. Let's go light one up for the one that lit one up and got banned. We might throw up some champagne. Oh, my buddy is in Greece right now, and he went to this exclusive area, and apparently the champagne bottles are 32,000 euros. 32,000 euros for a champagne bottle. I'm like, what? No wonder Warren Buffett said, I'm saving my money to become a billionaire. Heck no, I'm not paying that. No. And then I'm like, wait a minute. What did you get? He said a bottle of water for $10. He got a bottle of water for $10. No. But yeah, definitely check you guys out on the weekend. We gonna be partying. And here's Murphy, and we going out here. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.